Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena final matchup of the first week of Season 21. Last round, my opponent, Corsolaran, did not attack me, so we are moving on. There's nothing to review there. My opponent this time, Janny or Janie. This is what they're running in the arenas. I believe it's SLKR, and they've got the finalizer going. Take a look over here at the hotbot. Again, this is a Discord bot from Hot Utils. Most guilds have this, but if you don't, you can use it over on my Discord channel. Guild is much smaller than mine, but he has a respectable amount of lifetime banners. That's telling me that he plays in the game mode, and that's reflected in the clears and undersizes, but the clears aren't particularly threatening. Higher top 80 GP, more Zetas than me, which I don't, maybe around, like, if you don't count the Galactic Legends, maybe there's like 130 Zetas worth having. So I haven't counted out, something in that ballpark, but I feel like I have a number of Zetas I could do without, and I feel like I'm maxed out with Zetas worth having right now. So this just tells me that there's some bloat there. More gear 13, but he has way more gear 12. That's where some of the bloat's coming in. More 6-dot mods, but you can see significantly less in the speeds. That just tells me he's 6-dotting bad mods. Few more tier 5, but that's not really where the bloat is coming in. The bloat is primarily coming in with the gear 12. Other than that, we're fairly close in the top 80 GP. SLKR is his only Galactic Legend, no cat. Only Relic 6 on his gas. He's not done with Watt, that's because of the size of the guild, and that's probably going to be reflected in ships. He has both ships done, though. Which is kind of a surprise that he is in a guild that is getting enough get to get both of these ships, but they're not completing Watt shards at a high enough of a rate to have a 7-star Watt by now. So we are going to jump in, and I have Executor now, but that's obviously not in this round of Grand Arena. So far I'm liking the Executor. I got a lot more work to do. I got a lot more relics I need to be adding to that. Bam and Cad Bane being the big ones. I'm not good in the mirrors yet, because the rest of my shard, they have a lot more relics than I do. Alright, my defense here is quite a bit different than what I normally do. Part of that is because I don't expect him to clear me, but I also needed to use some different teams. I threw Mandos down on defense. I did that a long time ago. I don't think they're a very good defensive team. They might take some banners, but beyond that, I don't expect them to get any defense. That might change once I finally get that Canderous relic, but I keep pushing that off because I need other relics like Bam right now. This Smugglers team, I've tripped up a number of opponents. I wanted to see how this team was going to do last round, but I wasn't attacked on the Rebel Fighters. I'm going to look down at the lower territory. This one is fairly standard for my account. That's usually what we put here. And the back wall, we need to keep Padme for a feat, so we don't have Padme, who's usually back there. We threw down Jawas. They are supposed to be good at stealing banners. I'm going to test that. I want to see if that's the case. And I'm also at a point where I'm going to start gearing them up anyway, because I have everything else geared up to gear 11 minimum, where I now have the flexibility. And that's one of the benefits of going after gear 11 like I do, is how rapidly you're able to develop the lower portion of your roster and get them to that level. And then Bad Batch, we're here to fill up slots, because he could get through a decent amount of my defense. So I wanted something stronger in the back. I don't think he can full clear me, but I needed to at least be semi-respectable. So top territory here. We've got CLS, very solid, respectable CLS. Night Sisters here, we can walk through. Grievous here is weak. The rest of these relics aren't a threat if Grievous isn't at relics. And then this is going to be interesting. Usually we've been soloing this with Kylo. I don't know if that's still going to work with the relic Zelbar, but we're going to find out. That's a stress testing thing that I want to see. And then the lower territory here where we're going to get started, we've got a Rolo team, which I want to start doing a Rebel Assault counter where I use my crappy Rebels to go against his, but I don't think we're going to do it this time because I put my Captain Han on defense and we actually kind of need that Captain Han, so I think we're going to be keeping Captain Han from now on. And then having the tank in Old Ben is going to change that up. He's with the ability block, with the taunt, we're not going to be able to take out characters that we're going to want. So I think my Rebel counter is not going to work in the same way, so we're not going to risk it. Then we got Troopers, and then this Tuskens team, I love to see it. The game incentivizes you against going for things just for fun like this. It's what makes Urz's channel a ton of fun, is despite how much it hurts his roster, he still does those kinds of things. And it's interesting to see these unusual teams. I have no idea how to play it. We'll kind of figure it out on the fly. We are going to start, though. What was my plan here? I sketched out a quick plan. I don't have a plan for Tuskens yet. I was going to do the Padme feat up against Troopers. That was C-3PO and what, Qui-Gon? I'm going to take a quick look. Yeah, C-3PO, Padme, Qui-Gon. We tried doing this last round, and Qui-Gon really messes this stuff up. Because we've been leaving out Ahsoka. That Dispel from Ahsoka is really nice. Extra damage. We weren't getting enough stacks of Courage. But I don't even remember who we took Padme up against. But this is a weak... It's not even that weak. Thing is, Piet is good at any gear level. Moff Gideon's going to be bringing down the damage with whatever that debuff is called. We got lower gear only on the Piet. This is actually... We could easily lose this, but I want to do it anyway. Because it's the type of thing where I feel like the relics should overpower it. I know we don't want Ahsoka, but I just want certain people in certain slots. Qui-Gon, we at least have a gear 11, but Qui-Gon went down right away with whatever we were using that counter up against. I don't even want to call it counter, whoever we were going up against, which should have been an easy Padme win, but was not with this version of a Padme team. I'm very excited for Star Wars Visions coming out this week. What If's been fine, but what is this called again? Demoralized. Okay. I think I'm gonna go after range to start, because Piet's going to go under stealth in a second. That stagger is going to kill me. Alright, we've got our protection up. Do our nice big AoE. Maybe we can get lucky with Piet. Not quite. Let's get Retribution up. Actually, I should have done the mass assist, take out Veers before all the stacks get up. That was an error. But I was thinking about getting stacks of courage higher and not thinking about the Emperor's Trap. Alright, and now we've got a super powered Piet that we gotta be careful about. There, I thought we were gonna lose Qui-Gon right there. Alright, there goes range. I'm just gonna do a base. Oh, we can get a stun, right? I'll throw the stun on Gideon. We didn't get it. Yeah. I think we've got the win, but this is just going to get annoying, especially with that daze. Wow, wait, no, we are running low on time. We need stacks of courage to help us. This will get rid of Gideon. That should take care of Stark. Alright, we're fine. Alright. It's not something I would have done had the gear been higher, but that was a weak enough team where, yeah, you neutered Padme team I still felt comfortable with. It's obviously it's like a good counter, but when you're throwing in like a gear 11 Qui-Gon and you're losing out on all those dispels and assists from Ahsoka, and for whatever reason the stacks of courage just get way worse. I need to relook at what creates those stacks. Alright, we are going to take a look here now with Rolo. What I want to do is, what I've done the past several seasons, if you've been seeing this droid team on my defense, which has done okay, and I've been using it because it's weird and people are unfamiliar with it, but I want to show how it does on offense, because I also use them in, oh, I need to be on defense. I also use it in Conquest, and it does fairly well. It punches up a bit, so I just want to show this droid team in action. It's a little bit better with more against more debuffs. Everybody's got Zetas here, except the IG-11 Zeta is not really all that good. And the L3 Zeta is one I would take back. I did it for this. That is a relatively recent Zeta that I did for this team, hoping it would boost it up a little level. But the specifics of how that health equalization works are not helpful, and it may even come up with this. But T3M4 helps boost the damage a lot. Whenever IG11 goes, he's going to be doing some cleanses. The two taunts get a little annoying, but what I don't like about it is L3. Well, we'll see if it gets triggered. I'm going to get Mechanic Savvy up. L3 is the one that can be swapped out. I've looked at IPD in that slot before. Alright, we got all of our marks up. But before going after Piet, my IG88 was gear 11 only. I'm feeling like Quill's really slow right now. See, the health equalization saved L3, or not L3, T3M4, but it did nothing for L3 himself. If they didn't both go down at the same time, you see that L3's Zeta does nothing for her, she'll just die. Alright, so we're going to throw that on IG88. I think I shouldn't have used Mechanic Savvy when I did. You guys are pathetic. Yeah. They're not a great team. But I've been throwing them on defense because they're weird, they take banners, some people have... But it's been difficult to see... to determine the power level on them because people have been either vastly underestimating it or taking something very good up against it. I'm a little surprised they can handle those rebels. I would have thought that was well within what they could do. Although Old Ben does make that much better. Now, how do I want to handle the rest of this? I could do the Rebel Assault. I really don't trust it. I think I would do Wedge Lead. We would do this. But we have no revive. There's ability blocks. I kind of want to do it anyway for fun. Let's just do it. It's dumb. But I like doing dumb things. I feel like the extra AoEs that we only have one extra AoE. Alright, can we just get rid of Captain Han? Perfect. These guys are fairly fast. Their rebels are fairly fast. You can see how poorly modded mine are. Do not die. You guys are so pathetic. You can't get through that protection? I need to look at their mods. Because I think I'm actually going to start doing that regularly now. I used to just take the resistance heroes against them. But I throw them on defense now. But I kind of want to use those dumb characters up against these dumb characters. But the mods aren't there. Alright. I'm not quite done doing dumb things. But we're going to get this running more smoothly. So we're going to do troopers here. We're going to keep Piet because I feel like that's cheating. That's not the one I want. I still need to figure out what dumb thing I want to do against the Tuskens. Let's get that turn meter going. Do Night Sisters here. And not make the mistake I made in one of the earlier rounds. Or we weren't paying attention if Watt was on the team. In this case, this time, we don't have to deal with that. I was hoping to have tried the Taco Bell chicken sandwich taco thing by now, so I could give my opinions on it. I'm just gonna have to wait for next week. But also that Jack in the Box, their entry, the cluck chicken sandwich, I tried that last year and I was very surprised by it, because Jack in the Box they're an also-ran. They're not very good. That chicken sandwich last time, not among the better ones, but it was a surprise entry. I want to try it again. Because I am a sucker for the chicken sandwich wars. Uh-oh. Seriously, only one? This isn't good. Give me better luck. Okay, that's better. Oh, really? Is this how it's gonna be? I should have just done a basic right there. Hit the plague. We get a stun? No, of course not. Of course not. We're gonna do it. I want to stress test Kylo. This is the next dumb thing that we're doing. This is the first time we've seen a Relic Zelbar. We gotta see how it affects this counter. I fully expect my opponent to stall out on fleet. Jedi Knight Luke is currently the plan for CLS. Alright, let's get Retribution up. With Canderous being weak... Oh, okay, he went down faster than I thought. Alright. We'll do another AoE. Because we had blind on, we can make sure we get the thing up. Let's get a protection back. We're gonna do a basic. We gotta get healing immunity. Perfect. Alright, we're in trouble. Because we got blind now, we're not gonna heal up like we need to. Alright. Can just get rid of Juhani. Juhani is slowing us down. Alright, get Retribution back up. No healing immunity, right? We need protection. We need healing immunity. Perfect. I just want to get rid of Karth in case we time out or have other issues. Alright, let's get the basic. Alright, we got our healing immunity again. We got blind, so we're going to AoE. Oh, I don't like it. Yeah. Not at the relic level of my Kylo. Not really worth the relic on Zelbar though. At least for those reasons. We're gonna move on over here. We need to see what's on the back wall. It's been we can take junk against this. I didn't really look at his roster in enough detail to pay attention to what he's going to use on the back wall. Can we do Geos against the Tuskens? Let's just do that. Although my Geos are so bad. I honestly think they could take out my Geos. That's just, I feel like that's overkill though. First Order? First Order might be a fun attempt. Although my Geos are probably better than the First Order. I don't know why I would consider using my Gear 11 First Order, not my Gear 12 Geos. Let's just do Geos. I just think that Tusken Raider can probably, with a couple good hits, take out the Brute. And as soon as the Brute is gone, my Geos are vulnerable. Like, Poggle can very easily go down. And the rest of these kits I don't really know that well. So I do think I want to get rid of Raider. Because Raider's really the damage threat, I believe. Because Shaman heals. I think Aurora is a tank. Alright. And now I think this is over. I don't think without Raider they have any chance of doing anything. I would love to do like Mandos or something here. Here we do. This is what we're gonna do. Although, this was a good opportunity for an undersize. Are you guys really gonna struggle here? I feel like this Rolo is really fast. Alright, we got Phasma, Mothma, Bad Batch. Okay. Okay. Alright, we'll do Jedi Knight Luke up against CLS. We have more than enough teams. We were taking some pretty soft teams to counter most of this roster. We still have one cleanup we have to do. We could do Treya down here. We could... CLS could easily beat this, but you know what I want to do? I want to do Bounty Hunters here. In Conquest, Bounty Hunters were very effective, but my Bounty Hunters are so crazy relic now. We're gonna do it. I feel like the lessons are limited because of the relic levels we have here. Taunt, get our frenzy up, do our conflagration. Now we will get our mass assist, make some good progress towards the contract. Alright, Echo, Hunter, Omega. We're gonna go with the AoE. We want to make more progress towards the contract. It looks like we can take out Wrecker right here. Probably take out Echo right here. I don't know. This could just be modded poorly. Or maybe all those modifiers in Conquest changed things. Or maybe there's the relic difference was so massive that we can't learn anything from it. I guess we could do Empire here. We've got a big advantage on everything else. That's why I like taking some of these dumb weak teams as counters, because we learn more from it and we have a little bit more fun. Like I don't care as much about banner efficiency. I want to like experiment more. I should have chucked it. I know I could be playing this completely differently, but I don't really care. No, he's got fear. I think JML could almost solo this. Am I that foolish? I'm not quite that foolish. I'm pretty foolish though. Let's think about this. If Kylo wasn't here, I wouldn't even question it. Let's just do it. I just want to. Okay. I'm gonna hit Executioner. I want to take out Officer though. Why are you still alive? See, this is what I mean. Without Kylo, it's not even a question. With Kylo, yeah, let's not do that. Don't like that. Okay. I feel like that's going to take longer than just using CLS. I think we should hit mission first. All right. We have to respect the finalizer fleet, but we're gonna do Rebel v Rebel. Although hopefully we don't get that ridiculous RNG that we got last round. Oh, this is a better Rebel fleet than what we went up against last round. We were dealing with like either a Gear 12 Han or a Gear 12 Chewie in that last round. This is a good Rebel lineup. I've got the speed advantage though. So we got Y-Wing and Biggs. I think we're going to hit the Y-Wing first. Perfect. Okay. A finalizer here. Yeah, probably should do Empire. It's not a great defensive fleet, but he does have a nice amount of relics on all those pilots. Although we do have relics on a good amount of the Empire now. Vader, pilot. We definitely want to do a basic. And we got our target lock. Yeah, let's heal up. Alright, it's over. I'm surprised that took him out. Alright, new account. We'll check feats real quick. We got at least one feat with that Padme feat we got to claim. Yeah, alright, new account. Back with a new account. I don't even remember if I checked if he attacked me or not. Let's take a quick look and then we'll hit our new battles. It's looking like he did not attack. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume he did not attack. Still working on the JTR journey. It's just an issue of credits and ability mats at this point. Very close to being done though. There's like a 99% shot we'll have her by the time we have to sign up for the next week. Let's see here. So we got Kylo and Old Daka. This guy doing the SLKR route. No Zeta, so not a big deal. Old Daka without zombie is irrelevant. Night Sisters without zombie is irrelevant. Ventress is a better lead too. The speed boost is always worth it. It looks like we got Farm Boy Luke here, so we got some nonsense. And then a Tarkin. Alright. We're gonna just crush this. How do we want to do that? Because we got what? We got Jedi Knight Revan, Tarkin. There's only one team on the back, so we got like CLS. Oh, or what am I talking about? Tarkin. CLS, Jedi Knight Revan, Palpatine, Darth Revan. I feel like we got bounty hunters and troopers, so we can be using all our good stuff. We've got 2 level 58 people here. We're gonna do our troopers here. We don't even need to do troopers, even though they're just fun though. We'll do this. No problem with any of that. Let's see if we can just take out Thrawn right away. Anyway. Perfect. Royal Guards can go down with nothing. Yep. Maybe we just start doing undersizes and stuff. What if we did this on the main account? Just used my strongest teams instead of what we've been doing. That would be an interesting experiment. Not end Grand Arena with some of my strongest stuff on the bench. Like, we didn't use gas. Gas is unused. But when it comes to the new account, it's not about this. I think we said this in the last match. This is all about seeing how quickly we can develop the roster. The Grand Arena, it's more like proof of concept than it is about playing it. We'll take a look at Mac Attack's roster here after we do this, because it's... Oh yeah, no, we'll do Palpatine, I guess. If Royal Guard wasn't such a nightmare to gear, I'd consider building up Royal Guard now with a rework. Or touch up, really. I'm not even gonna think about this. This is an auto. The auto is so bad at it. Can you guys stop being focused over there? Yeah, jeez. Last round was tougher. Why am I doing it this way? We got presets. I'm getting tired. I gotta do my arena climbs now. At least I can put less time into the fleet arena climb now that I've got the executor.
My goodness, your skills are quite
This is a bit of a surprising championship round matchup. It's telling me that he probably had round 1 and round 2 with people who didn't participate. We're deep enough now into the development of this account that accounts like this shouldn't be a championship round match. The other thing we're doing with this account is I'm now working towards qualifying for the Finalizer and Radis events, just so we can start those farms. We're getting to the point where our ships are farmed up. I don't think the gear is going to be there. Maybe for the Radis it will be, but not for the Finalizer. But we'll see. At least the early stages. Because on my main account, when the Finalizer event came out, we had mostly Gear 8 First Order, and it was a tough event at that gear level. Although I was missing some of the reinforcement abilities early on. Can we auto this, or do we gotta be careful? That's the wrong reinforcement. Should be doing Vulture Droid. First couple times the Finalizer event, I didn't realize the whole point of the Finalizer with the reinforcement abilities are to start. So I did the event the first couple times without that. It was much harder. But I geared them up prior to testing the event at lower gear without the reinforcement abilities, or with the reinforcement abilities. Alright, we are done there. Let's quickly take a look at this guy's account, because I want to see if it's a situation of just saving the best stuff for offense. Okay, so we got Jedi Knight Revan. No Vader Merciless Massacre. Which means he's going to need to use Jedi Knight Revan up against the Geos. Some okay bounty hunters. Yeah, he's got CLS but very weak. A lot of stuff at level 50, which is... let me see if he has mods on all these guys. Okay. So he's working on his mod game, that's at least good. So we are going to call it there. Thank you again for watching. Be safe out there, everyone, and be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.